that is blowing. And I'm going to tell you all about that in just a moment. Record winds, massive power outages, wicked wind is blowing. First, let me put a shout out right now for noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. Guys, I'm just going to tell you right now, it is getting crazy out there with all the things that are happening. Nobody knows where to turn, what to do. To be honest with you, they don't know where to go. Stocks are at an all-time high. The economy is roaring. But meanwhile, consumer confidence hit a 10-year low. And inflation at 6.8, that's wrong. Guys, it's around 25 to 30%. Everything is up, okay? So this doesn't add up. What can you do? Protect your retirement funds. Put some of it into a gold or silver IRA. And the best way to do that is to go to noblegoldinvestment.com. That's noblegoldinvestment.com. If you do it, he'll give you this 5 ounces of pure silver, beautiful coin. Matter of fact, it's called America the Beautiful Coin. Do this for me. Go to noblegoldinvestment.com or pick up the phone and call Colin Plume at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. Folks, you'll be glad you did. I'll be right back after this song with all the information on the wicked wind blowing. Shelter us, Lord. Get some coffee and calm down. The earth can shake, the sky come down, the mountains all fall to the ground. But I will fear none of those things. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Dark waters rise, the thunder pounds, the wheels of war are going round. There's chaos and everywhere. All the walls are crumbling. It's getting worse. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. The wind will blow. Oh, it will blow. The rain can pour. The deluge break. The tempest roars. But in that storm, my spirit sings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Unbelievable what's going on. Wind is blowing. A wicked wind is blowing now. It's crazy out there. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. Now on that day, you call for me. Someday when time no more shall be, and I say, death, where is your sting? Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Help us, Lord.
In your refuge, cover me.
Yes, Lord.
The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. Now on that day, you call for me. Someday when time no more shall be, well, I say, death, where is your sting? Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings.
Are you serious? Are you really serious? Have mercy, Lord. Have mercy on all of us. Wow! Welcome, folks. Coming Apocalypse. This will be a update for sure. Let me just say to you, welcome everybody. I realize this is crazy what's going on out there. The wicked wind is absolutely blowing. Last night we broke records. 55 different times across America, the wind gust hit hurricane force wind. 55 times. That is the most ever in the history of this nation. 55 different wind gusts that went at least 75 miles an hour. And let me just tell you, a lot of them were up in the 100, 105, 107, 112 in Iowa. 107 in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Just insane. Rain, wind, snow. It just got worse and worse, guys. And let's just check this out. We do have some footage here, but before I go into showing you some of that, I want to tell you what else is going on, because what we seen was this powerful storm system. It swept through the central part of the United States on Wednesday with high winds that kicked up dust storms, fueled wildfires, and knocked down power lines, leaving more than 550,000 customers without power. Brock Begley was doing some research on this morning, and he said, you gotta take a look at this. One person driving a truck died in Iowa when the vehicle was hit by a strong gust of wind, rolling the semi-trailer over into a ditch and killing the driver. Also, more than 36 million people from New Mexico to Michigan were under high wind warnings, just like we predicted yesterday, as gusts of up to 100 miles an hour sent roofs flying and toppled tractor trailers on highways from Colorado to Iowa, a bunch of them. And the National Weather Service reported a confirmed tornado near Rochester, Minnesota, the first time ever that a tornado has hit Minnesota in the month of December. You don't think there's climate chaos going, Brock? There's climate chaos. This is totally different. Several tornadoes reported in western and central Iowa were also December 1st, okay? Never before seen for those parts of the state. And a record was set yesterday for the most hurricane force winds of 75 mile an hour or higher. 55 times it happened yesterday. That is an all-time record. So the wicked winds are blowing. The storms came just days. I want to show you this. Just days after the devastation. Let's see if we got some footage here we can show you. I've not played this video, so this will be a first time. Could be an ad pop up. Let me just see what happens here. But here we go.
I gotta source this.
All right. I'll come back.
I gotta hire for that.
I gotta pay for this.
I gotta fix that.
I got it all under control.
I gotta stop that. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. It's called PBT. Okay, it's called PBT. Here we go. Check out the footage. So you can see the wind blowing. These are massive gusts of wind. Of course, there's thunderstorms, there was rain, there was lightning, and it depends where you were at. 107 mile an hour winds. Here's some of the damage from wind gusts, blowing out windows, just tearing down old buildings. This happened in Colorado. Okay, ripping the roofs off buildings, and and just strong. Thank God, Old Glory's hanging on barely. It's just insane. The weather, and there wasn't a hurricane, but it was look at this. You would think that's a hurricane, wouldn't you, Brock? You would think so. I mean, that's insanity. It's a wicked wind blowing here. And you can see look at the wind coming back there, see the dust storms. Okay, so if it was dry, and that looks like a deluge of rain and makes you think that a potential tornado. Look at this, semi-tractor trailer, blowing away. These winds are so strong, they can blow roofs off anything. Look at the debris flying. Oh, here comes some sagebrush. You can forget that. I mean, and look at this as it moved in. It with such power and force. So these are some of the things that Mike from around the world's been telling us about was coming. Climate, chaos, there's no doubt about that. And it has left a lot of people twisting in the wind, no pun intended, but I mean, seriously, it's what it's done. The U.S. records, again, like we said yesterday, the United States registered the highest number of hurricane force gusts on record in a single day. And the National Weather Service said days after one of the deadliest tornado outbreaks in U.S. history. More than 55 gusts of above 75 miles an hour. That's insanity. That'd be like 55 hurricanes hitting the earth, hitting the United States in one day. Now, they're not continual blowing.
And they're not swirling.
And they're not swirling. There's only one tornado out there. Yeah, just straight line winds. And remember what Mike from the world said, that we'd be seeing 150, 200 mile an hour winds, 250 as Planet X gets closer and closer. Well, the highest we saw recorded was 107 in Colorado, but that was not counting how strong was the wind up at the top. They said it was probably around 192 is what they were predicting, but they don't know. Okay, they don't know. They don't have a way to gauge it up there. They just pretty well know. They pretty well know with some of their equipment, but outrageous, because the higher you go, the stronger the wind is. Okay, so here we go. When was when the record was, Brock, for the most hurricane force winds in a day?
Good question.
53. And guess what day that happened on? August 10th last year. So it's just 2 years in a row you have these insane, and before that the record was 39. So history. So 2 years in a row, you have a 53 and a 55. Breaking records like crazy because things are intensifying. Oh, by the way, and the day before that, we had hurricanes, right? They hit us back, on Friday. The death toll, 74 people dead in Kentucky, 14 other people killed in nearby states. That's 88 people killed Friday from hurricanes throughout the region. This is December.
I just heard a story about a mother with a baby in a bathtub, and the baby got pulled out of the house.
A mother was in the bathtub with the baby trying to hold on, and the baby got sucked out with the house, and she was still left in the tub. Horrible. These are the things that are happening out there, guys. It is a wicked wind. And when I look at how things are going, I just say, this is why we warn people to pray, to stay focused, to look to Jesus Christ. It's not going to get better. I can't sit here and tell you it's going to get better, but I can tell you it's going to get worse. Now, let me tell you something. We did a webinar a few months ago, maybe 4 months ago, on climate chaos. This was one of the most important webinars of the year. And I was looking at the different people who spoke in it. And listen to this. Mr. MBB333, his name's Michael Bradbury. Brock, I interviewed him, and he talked about extreme weather, Planet X, volcanoes, cyclones, and solar grand minimums. Then I saw here Gil Brazard, his was the effects of Planet X.
Yeah, it was great.
That was a great presentation by Gil Brazard. We need to get him back on. And also Steve Quayle said, let's talk about weather modifications and manipulations. And also Mike from the world said, it's time to tell the truth. Okay, and plus much more here. Mine was called the Apocalypse Now Bible Signs. Apocalypse Now Bible Signs. I think what you should do, if you haven't got a copy of this, get a copy of this today, go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com, download it, have us ship the DVD to you. Let us ship the DVD to you. And also we still have the Armies of the Antichrist. You can still buy a ticket and watch it online, so you can do that. So anyway, what I'm saying is, this is the situation we're in, Brock. It's getting more dangerous. It's getting more, it seems like the storms are getting worse. The chaos is getting worse. And it gets more vicious. It gets more violent. Each year, the volcanoes. Look what's going on in the Canary Islands right now, you know? And if you remember, Brock, we showed folks, look at this. We showed them that this is the kind of thing was going to happen. That's one of the pictures from that yesterday's front that was coming through. We warned everybody in that area right there. We told everyone in that area right there, look out for severe weather risk. And it came. Did you say there's power outages in Indiana and Illinois and, I mean, you know, Wisconsin and just all over, okay? Just all over. Again, look at, that was our prediction yesterday, right there, Des Moines. And we said it'd be storm max of 100-mile-an-hour winds right through Iowa, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Truck driver lost his life.
And he lost his life. So there's so much going on. We're trying our best to stay focused, helping people to understand that, you know, Jesus is coming back soon. But if you're not saved, if you're not ready, you know, it's time to give your life to Jesus Christ. It's time to be born again. You know, we're broadcasting live right now on YouTube and on my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. So you can watch these as well there. But I'm just going to say, everybody, try to stay. You got to get ready, okay? You got to get ready, because it's not getting better. It's going to get worse. It's getting stronger. And it's time that people give their life to. And all of this is biblical. That's the thing about it. It's biblical. This is exactly what we were told was going to happen, okay? It's exactly what we were told was going to happen. So I'm going to be back. We got a whole lot more, Brock, don't we? We got a whole lot more to talk about. We're going to come back to you with another update. And don't forget, tonight, I'll be live at 9:30 tonight with Mike from around the world. I'm sure he's going to help us. Let's hope he doesn't give me a migraine and some type of pain and migraine from all the things that are going on. So bless all of you. We'll be back, okay? I'll see you in a little bit. Give your life to Jesus Christ.